15, we're in the conference room on the second floor of City Hall. I'll call to order the Brainerd Safety and Public Works meeting for September 7th, 2021. And we'll start with
What kind of meeting? JC and Public Works meeting?
call it Safety and Public Works. Personnel and Finance.
You're fired. I'll take over now.
I like their agenda better. I'm not gonna lie. But we have 7 items and 15 minutes, so we got a couple minutes in item. We'll start with introductions.
Tiffany Stingline, Ward 3.
Chris Schubert, HR Director.
Jennifer Bergman, City Administrator.
Mike Beston, Police Chief.
Kevin Stunick, Alderman at Large. I had to think, I almost forgot.
Eric Sharpenseur, Director of the HRA.
And Connie and David.
Connie Hillman, City Finance Director.
I think we.
Or not David, Adam.
You sure you don't want me to run a meeting?
It's got David Chanson's name. And Dave Johnson, Chair of the committee.
So far.
Barely holding on, barely holding on. First item is accept the resignation of CSO Andrew Thielke effective August 12th, 2021, and request to hire.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. August 16th, Andrew Thielke submitted his resignation effective August 12th. He's returning back to Bemidji State University, or actually attending Bemidji State University first year. That leaves the department with 2 CSOs and Community Service Officer Cole Toma, who is currently being backgrounded for a police officer position elsewhere. We have conducted numerous interviews. Recently had 2 CSO candidates that are attending CLC College in the law enforcement program. So the motion is to accept CSO Andrew Thielke's resignation with regret and further authorize filling Thielke's CSO vacancy in anticipation of CSO Toma's departure, an additional CSO that will put our current CSO staffing level at 4. Authorize hiring CSO Brevin Lesnar effective technically today, and Carter Davis effective September 13th at the $14 per hour.
You want 2 motions or 1 is good?
1 is good.
Okay, then I make a motion to accept what the police chief just said.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. That brings us to the next item, which is still in the police department.
Nick Karzian was hired as a police department intern for the summer of 2021, and that employment ended August 20th of 21, with Nick returning to UMD in his senior year of college. At this time, staff request to hire Nick Karzian as a community service officer. However, he'll only be scheduled to work during a limited basis while he's home on break in limited time during. He has some online schools and stuff like that, so try to keep him within our department. And like I said, he's currently a senior at UMD in a criminal justice and anticipates to attend skills this summer. And Nick is a graduate of BHS, Brainerd High School, and has indicated his desire to work for the Brainerd Police Department if there's an opening. So Nick did a great job as an intern, and staff believes rehiring Nick in the new role will be beneficial to Nick and the department for future full-time employment opportunities. So the recommendation is to authorize hiring Nick Karzian as a community service officer effective August 24th, 2021 at $14 per hour.
I so move.
Second.
A motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Next up is hiring a police records management tech.
Yes, and so Chris and I will do this together. July 6th, City Council authorized staff to start the hiring process to backfill the records management technician position created when Miranda Halverson was promoted. 22 applications were received, with 7 individuals being interviewed for the position. Staff offered the position to Alexander Corte and agreed that he start on September 15th on step 4 at $24.38 per hour pursuant to the initial step placement guidelines provided by the council. The initial step placement recommendation is based on his previous employment experience and education level. And if you want some more information on that, Chris can speak to that.
Since we had a little situation where last meeting, I think it was, Gabe had said that Mike had a perfect record of step 1. Now that we're coming to step 4.
He had one. He
Yeah,
had
he
one.
jinxed it. Anyways, to give you a little bit more information about Andrew, he has worked in an insurance office for 9 years where he's used police reports and things like that to file claims. We thought that was a similar position. Your your hiring process guidance says 6 years is a similar position. So that was one step. He has a bachelor's degree in legal studies and ethics. This position does not require any kind of post-secondary education, so that was 2 steps. He had told us when we were in the negotiation process that he had a second job offer, and this wage is still less than what he had. Another reason why we thought that the step 4 was justified was because he actually is right now an office manager for the State Farm Insurance office that he oversees. So we thought that that experience would be very helpful as well. We may have a retirement in a couple years with our administrative supervisor, and so we thought that that would be a good fit for us too. So to help explain why we broke his record.
Okay, I'll make a motion to authorize the hiring of Alexander Corte effective September 15th, 2021. Further, that he be placed on step 4 of the records management technician wage grid at the hourly wage of $24.38 per hour.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. I'll just say, if this passes, you'll still have a perfect record of hiring patrol officers.
We'd like to get some more experience though, so.
No, if we break that, we break that. It's okay.
Okay.
All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Thank you, Chief. Next up is the 22 health insurance renewal rates and plan options. Chris?
Okay. I'll get started, and Adam Olson is here from North Star Partners as well to add anything. Adam is our broker for health insurance. So on August 19th, City and BP representatives attended a Sourcewell annual meeting where we received our 2022 health insurance renewal. At that time, we were told that we were going to get a 6.5% increase, which was on the very low end of Sourcewell's increases for their pool members. We then had an employee insurance committee meeting, and Adam brought the information as well as Sourcewell representatives talked to our insurance committee. After that, Adam actually reached out to Sourcewell and asked if there was an opportunity to reduce our rate. And this year, having a broker definitely paid off. He was able to get us down to a 3.7% increase. With that, it's saving the city and BPU, HOA, and our employees a combined of over $50,000 in premiums for 2022. So we wanted to let you know about that. Sourcewell does ask that there is an official motion, so the recommended motion is that we approve the 2022 Sourcewell health insurance rates with a 3.7% average increase, and to also continue using Sourcewell Smart Plans number 1, 3, and 7 as our 2022 health insurance plans options. Adam, do you have anything else you would like to add?
You know, I just thought I'd chime in, and can everybody hear me okay? Just knock your head if you can. Great. As Chris had mentioned, you know, with Sourcewell's pool, one thing that everybody should know is effective January 1st, they're gonna call it the Better Health Collective. So that's gonna be a term that we're gonna see thrown around much more frequently. But the pool as a whole, to give you just reference for what medical increases member groups we're seeing, and I think they have 22 member groups, we're seeing that increases are being passed out anywhere between the 6 and 12% range. And the nice thing that Sourcewell does is they have a second year rate assurance. So we know, for example, in our renewal with Brainerd here that we've got a 3.7% renewal increase in the rates for 2022, but also kind of worst case scenario, a 9% second year rate cap we have in our back pocket. So we don't participate in these collaborative or collective, health arrangements to get 9% renewal increases. So I don't think that we would anticipate getting that, but we know that that's kind of a worst case scenario. There's continued wellness and health engagement resources available through Sourcewell. I think overall, we see this as a very competitive and compelling renewal. Our team is certainly recommending that the city take advantage of this renewal for the next year. And certainly we can, down the line, take sites to the marketplace if we'd like. So with that, unless anybody's got any questions for me, I think this is pretty good news for 2022.
I will move that we accept and approve the Sourcewell. Thank you. It's very small. Approve the 2022 Sourcewell health insurance rates with a 3.7% average increase and to continue utilizing Sourcewell Smart Plans 1, 3, and 7 as our health plan options.
Second.
A motion is second, any discussion? No, I just want to say that I'm glad we had a broker this year, and thanks Adam. Like it says in the packet here, it saved us over $50,000 this year, and that's about 1% of our levy, so that's a good savings. Hearing no other discussion.
Yeah, well, thank you for the opportunity to work with you guys. It's been a pleasure, so.
Thank you. Hearing no other discussion, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Final item on the agenda is the 2022 HRA levy request. Eric.
Actually, we
We
have
have
vision insurance.
Oh, vision. I
Sorry,
jumped.
Eric. I'll quickly say.
I've had enough.
He couldn't, Kevin, he couldn't see that.
Wait, that's what we got. We gotta get the vision insurance rolled out.
He wants to run safety and public works and went through here, and he's all lost it.
I'll help you out, Gabe. So our vision insurance, at our employee insurance committee, we realized that we were going to get a 2.5% increase for our vision insurance. It is totally paid by the employees as far as the premium. Our broker is Dan Oakes from Integrity Benefits. He had given us some options, and the employee insurance committee is recommending that we switch to the VSP vision plan offered through the Minnesota Healthcare Consortium effective January 1st, 2022. And as far as the rates, there, and some comparisons from our broker, they were attached as well.
Ready? Motion to approve switching to the VSP vision plan offered through the MN Healthcare Consortium effective 1/1/2022.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Now, HRA levy request. Executive Director Jarvin's here. You got 2
We
minutes.
will get this done. Mr. Chair, appreciate that. 2022 preliminary levy for the city of Brainerd and the HRA, as you all know, needs to be set by September 30th. The resolution will appear before the city council at the next meeting on the 20th. Final levy will be adopted in December, obviously, as you know, can be lower but not higher than the preliminary levy. We are presenting our max levy request, which we have done in previous years of the 0.0185% of the previous year's estimated market value. That will be this year $147,996, and that is an additional increase of about $11,477 from the previous year. We do use these levy funds for our general fund, which goes to help do rehab, do some of those other redevelopment opportunities that we have. We do have 2 other budgets, our public housing and our housing choice voucher, that this does not affect.
Okay, discussion of the HRA's 2022 request and direct staff the amount to be put in the resolution for the September 20th meeting. I think the request looks good to me. Are there any questions?
No, I read it over.
So, staff, I think we have a consensus out of this committee to just put that in as a separate levy.
That'll be in our resolution then.
Thanks, Eric. With that, we're adjourned at 7:28. That's Chris's.
This
Second.
is Chris's. That was my question, my only question on that motion.
Now, when you leave here, Gabe, you go up left and